Greetings, it's Lindsay here. Welcome to your week 3 Manipura solar plexus chakra Yantra mini class. So today we're going to go over how to work with the Manipura Yantra, the visual aid for meditation. So hopefully you've watched your previous 2 classes on working with the yantras, so you now know how to work with them and where to start and where to place it. You always want to work with it at eye level and get yourself into a comfortable seated meditative posture. And begin by centering and grounding yourself into your body, closing your eyes, turning within, coming into your body, and then opening your eyes to begin working with the yantra. So when you feel ready to work with the yantra, you always begin at 1 o'clock, the upper right-hand corner of the yantra. And the first thing you're going to notice when working with Manipura yantra is you're going to notice the 10 deep purple petals representing the 10-petaled lotus, which is the pattern of radiant energy for the Manipura chakra. Now in this yantra, we have Sanskrit mantras in each petal that are representative of qualities that meditation on Manipura yantra are going to help us get rid of. These qualities are shame, treachery, jealousy, thirst, spiritual ignorance, sadness, delusion, disgust, foolishness, and fear. Again, those qualities that meditation on the Manipura yantra, that working with this visual aid are going to help free us from: shame, treachery, jealousy, thirst, spiritual ignorance, sadness, delusion, disgust, foolishness, and fear. Now the next thing you'll notice is that I have written the pronunciations in here, as I like to do because it helps me. These are my personal yantras that I use for meditation. And this one is a little tricky, as Sanskrit can get very tricky to those of us that are used to westernized forms of language, the sort of Latin derived languages that we speak in the Western world. So the first 3 petals are a mantra that it is pronounced with your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So you have Dum, Daham, Nam. Dum, Daham, Nam. And then you have the next 4 petals allows your tongue to touch your teeth. You have tum, thumb, dum, and daham. So you'll notice you have 2 dahams and 2 dums that are very similar, but they have the slightest little difference in the bottom of their symbols. And this is what is telling you there's a different pronunciation. And like I said, this is a bit confusing and a bit advanced, so don't overthink it. Just remember, with these 3, you're going to pronounce with the tongue in the roof of your mouth, and with these 4, you're going to pronounce with your tongue touching your teeth, and just work with it the best you can. And then we have Nam, Pum, and Fum. And when you pronounce these 3, you're going to use your lips to make the sounds, as opposed to the other ones, you're using your tongue against your teeth and the roof of your mouth. And again, you can always Google, Sanskrit pronunciations if you're curious about this and it's something you want to learn more about. But I'm not going to go very much into it because I'm also still learning. It's very new to me. So again, you want to work with those mantras several times before you spiral inwards. And then after working with those a few times, and you're going to spiral inwards on your next time, you're going to notice the ram, our animal custodian of the Manipura yantra. And if you've read your correspondences, you know that the Ram is associated with Manipura. The Ram is angry. He's always looking for a fight. He has a fiery nature and he approaches life head on. This is all representative of the fiery nature of the Manipura chakra, right? So when we think about Manipura, it's very Ram-like, the energy, and then that can help us figure out when we are excessive or deficient. So if you think everything that is the opposite of a Ram-like nature, that's going to tell us our Manipura energy is deficient. And we think of all things that embody the Ram's nature, that can be excessive Manipura. So, sort of a balanced version of those two is what we can strive for and aim for by working with these things and working with these visual aids. And you'll notice that on his back, he is carrying a red downward pointing triangle. And this is the symbol of fire, the element of Manipura. These three legs, if you will, are considered doorways. The feet, if you want to call them, they are gateways or doorways to the essence, the energetic essence of this yantra. Right? So we can contemplate those for a moment. And if we remember in Muladhara, our sacred shape was square. In Svadhisthana, it was circle, and now we come to triangle. And then when you come to the center of that, you'll notice our Sanskrit letter Ram, R-A-M, right here in the center, Ram. This is a powerful chant to work with. This is the seed mantra for Agni, the guardian of fire. He is also the masculine custodian of Manipura Yantra, Manipura chakra. So we can work with Agni when we need to stimulate our digestive fire. If you are, into some more advanced yoga, perhaps you work with bandhas and locks, and there's various locks, energetic locks you can use in the body. One of them is surrounding the solar plexus chakra and the Agni, and there's two locks that you lock above and below that stimulate this fire. So if that's something that you are familiar with, it's something you can definitely use to enhance your Manipura work. So spend some time contemplating Ram and chanting either internally or externally. Ram. Work with that. And then, of course, you're going to come to the energetic center of the yantra, our bindu. And that's, of course, our dot here at the top. It's the final point of concentration. And you want to spend as much time in mindful contemplation or concentration here as you can. Okay, any questions, feel free to post in the group and tag me. And I look forward to hearing about your experience with this yantra. Namaste.